And I would say it's all attributed to the mind becoming identified with what it's not, yes? Because if everything is coming in and out of a very small point, it's a lot of traffic in that, yes? If there was a much wider lens or a larger opening, then stuff could move in and out more freely, yes? Things would come and go. But if it's squeezing through a very small hole, a very small perspective called self-centeredness, yes? So all this information has to be squeezed through this one little filter to make sense for that one little filter, yeah? And then what comes out is just like regurgitated and then pushed out. This is about, and I find that produces a deep irritability, restlessness, and discontent. And like, the only way you can have the experience of being in self is trying to get out of self. A lot, yeah? It's the drive to get out of it that actually gives you the sense of being in it, yeah? If it's like a predator and a prey in the jungle, you know, the predator grabs the prey and it's obvious, you can see it. The predator rips the throat off the prey and it's clear. But in this situation, the predator has you by moving away, yeah? By you trying to get out of self, that's how it seems to have you. And so let's say you want to get out of self, so you sign up for a 2-year class on obsession with self. Wouldn't that be called obsession with self? Yeah? You can't get out of it. No matter how many times you make a move to get out of self, it's self. And then self out of self, and self. And the fence post is you. You're never going to climb over the fence because it would be a new setting up of a new fence. Every place you landed would be the new fence post. And there's never going to be a point where self can get out of self and be a self. That's why what's frustrating a lot of people is they're looking for the experience of their own absence, but they want to be there to have it. It's impossible. It doesn't work that way. You can be trying hard as hell to have the experience of your own absence, but you're not going to be there to have that experience, yeah? Because your own absence isn't an experience, it's a fact, actually. I would say we're inherently absent as a long-lasting, independent, separate entity. That's the good news. If it wasn't inherently so, then it would come and go. But because it never came, it doesn't go, yeah? It's just a fact. You're not a long-lasting, independent, separate entity. It's sort of like an absolute, yeah? There's no like bargaining or you know, leg room or anything to move around in it. It's an absolute. Either you are or you're not, yeah? It's not like, oh, I was a self, and then as a self I gave up the self, and now I'm a non-self, yeah? That doesn't happen, yeah? It would be self, self, self. It would be selfing, selfing, selfing. The selfing thought it was the self, now the selfing saying it isn't the self, and now it's established in the non-self as a self.